So I think we just got to challenge ourselves. It seems like we locked in. It seems like we're in this together. Pinky promise?
No basic zone.
I need to make this goal this year. I need to make this goal this year. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Stushy. If you're new, I hope you decide to subscribe and join the gang. To my OGs, thank you guys so much for coming back to support your girl. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up down below and also follow me on my other socials at the Stush Life. So you read the title, you know today I came on here to share my 2025 reading list with you guys, books that I want to read. I think the last time I recorded this video was in 2023, so it's time that we get back on it. Don't get me wrong, in 2024 I did read a couple of books, but I didn't read as many books as I wanted to read. So this year we're going to try to do better. Okay, you and I are going to try to do better this year. So I wanted to bring you guys my reading list. Before we get into my reading list, really quickly, my earrings are from JCPenney, as a matter of fact, and then I have on this onesie from Savage X Fenty. I just put my hair in this half up, half down with a little bang, one lock bang, and that's pretty much it. My lip combination will also be linked down below in the description box, and then I just did my everyday makeup routine that I have yet to bring you guys on my channel, so definitely stay tuned. Just quick FYI, I read pretty much all my books on my iPad. There is a books app in the app store. It might already be included on your phone, like it might be a app that comes with all Apple devices, but you can purchase books on that app or even sample books on that app and read them in that app. You're also able to keep track of like your reading time in the app. If you want to make a goal of like reading for 15 minutes each day, you can do that in the app as well. So I just wanted to share that that is where I read pretty much all my books if I don't have a physical hard copy of a book. To be honest, I haven't really been purchasing hard copies of books because I have nowhere to put them. Keep it all in here, and half the time I'm on my iPad anyway, so it kind of forces me to do something productive, and I paid a lot of money for this iPad, so I need to use it for every single thing. Okay, so now let's finally go ahead and get into my book list, shall we? I'll also try to put the covers up on the screen so you guys can see what the books itself look like, and I'll also leave links to all the books down below in the description box if you're interested. So the first book on the list is one that I actually have to finish. I started it in 2024 and I haven't finished it as yet. To be honest, it has a very slow start. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit into it now, but I just need to allocate the time to finish the book so I can really kick off the book list for 2025. The first book that I need to finish before really like getting into the book list is this book by Tia Williams. It is called 7 Days in June. I feel like this book was talked about a lot in 2024 and I was influenced to start reading it. Let me know if you've read this book as yet. I'm going to finish reading it because I paid for the book on my app, on the books app, so I'm going to finish reading it, but that's the book that I need to finish before I really even start getting into any of these other books. Okay, so the novel follows two black writers, Eva and Shane, who reunite 15 years after a passionate and destructive week in June that connected them forever. It claims to be a sexy and modern love story, and Reese Witherspoon actually loves the book. It has 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, so I'm going to continue to read it, but that is the book that I first need to finish. It's on the list because it is one of the books that I wanted to read. I just wasn't able to finish it last year, so that book is on here. The next book is called How to Find Love by The School of Life. It is a practical guide to making wiser and more informed choices in love. Finding or choosing a partner is one of the most consequential decisions that we will ever have to make, which is fact. The guide explains everything from why we have types and how our early lives inform our romantic decision as adults. So I'm really interested in this book because I love to get into the minds of others. I find myself to be a very analytical or self-analytical being, and I feel like this book will be very enlightening. I feel like it will also be a great resource for me to understand why I am the way I am about certain things when it comes to love. So I'm interested in reading this. The next book is The Latte Factor. It says Why You Don't Have to Be Rich to Live Rich by David Bach. It is an instant New York Times, US Today, Wall Street Journal, and international bestseller. Discover New York Times bestseller 3 Secrets to Financial Freedom in an engaging story that will show you that you are richer than you think. Do I need to say anything more? I feel like this would be a great read. It has almost 5 stars on the books app, and then the How to Find Love book that I just mentioned has 5 stars on the book app. So far I feel like The stars are telling us everything that we need to know. Seems like both of these are good reads, and they're on my list. Next up is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. It says Karen Slaughter keeps us on our toes with this chilling novel about two women pulled apart and brought back together by horrific crimes committed 2 decades apart. It features compelling female heroines who overcome staggering obstacles and press on to find some closure. So I actually think I saw one of my friends reading this book on Instagram. I can't remember who it was, and I screenshot it and immediately added it to my book list. It has 4 stars on the book app, and it seems interesting, kind of sort of like a thriller in a sense. So I'm interested to read that. I've been trying to diversify types of books that I read. Prior to, I want to say last year, I was really only reading self-help books, and then I got into romance novels and some thrillers. So I've been really enjoying like switching things up. So love that for me. Let me know what type of books you guys prefer to read. But I've been trying to read a bunch of different genres, educate myself about different things, just to see things from different lights. The next book that I have on here is Eat Right for Your Type. It's actually abridged on this books app, meaning they read it to you. But I feel like this is something that I could probably benefit from having a physical copy of. It's 4 blood types, 4 diets. Eat right for your type. Okay, I feel like that should tell you enough. So I'm pretty sure I have type O blood. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm almost like 99% sure I have type O blood. Dr. Peter J introduces a revolutionary new way to eat and to live. He explains this groundbreaking diet plan based upon blood type. Our blood type is a roadmap to our inner chemistry, and each blood type processes food, handles stress, and fights disease differently. Find out what you should be eating and how you should be exercising in accord with your own type. So I don't know if I would follow this to the T, but I'm just interested to hear what he has to say, and I feel like this would be a great resource to reference every now and then throughout my life. And I've mentioned in the past that I actually studied nutrition and health during my undergraduate years, so this kind of like brings it back home. So that's on here, that's on my list, and it has almost 5 stars, like 4.5 stars on the Apple Books app. Apple Book app. Sounds weird, but on the app that's on my Apple device, right? Next book that's on here is You're That by Bretman Rock. If you know, you know. Bretman Rock is a beauty influencer. He's Filipino. He currently lives in Hawaii. He actually wrote a memoir. So it says, you already know the superstar and makeup influencer, Bretman Rock. It's time to meet Bretman Sakayanan, the man behind the brand. In this memoir, the Filipino immigrant who learned English from reality TV pulls back the curtain on his life, discussing the many lives that he's lived in the Philippines, Hawaii, and beyond, and reflecting on his ascent to social media fame as a teen. Interesting. I really enjoy reading different memoirs of people that are interesting to me. I read Taraji P. Henson's memoir. I read, what is her name? Gabrielle Union's memoir. And I absolutely love Bretman Rock. So I'm actually here for his book as well. So I will be reading that as well. It's on the list. It has 4.5 stars on the app. So that says a lot. Next up is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. It is a feel-good medical romance that gives us a serious case of butterflies. Brianna is a chief of emergency medicine at her hospital, but her personal life is in shambles. It is coming from the New York Times bestselling author of Part of Your World. So interesting. It has 4.5 stars on the app as well, on the Books app. So I think the stars are telling us that people are seeming to like these books, so I think that I would like it. And I told you guys I've read a few different romance novels in 2024, so I'm just keeping up with that trend in 2025 as well. Next up is Things You Save in a Fire by Catherine Center, a New York Times bestseller again. Indie Next Pick for August, a 2019 library read selection, Book of the Month pick for July. Oh, this seems to be cutting up. So this is a novel about courage, hope, and learning to love against all odds. Sounds interesting. A heartfelt, affecting novel about life, love, and the true meaning of courage. Okay, I'm here for it. So that's also on my list, and this has 4.5 stars again, and it says it was the Book of the Month pick for July. I'm assuming that was last July, so I'm interested to read that one as well. I also have the neighbor Favor on here, and I feel like I heard a lot of people talking about this book last year. This is by Christina Forrest. A shy bookworm enlists her charming neighbor to help her score a date, not knowing he's the obscure author she's been corresponding with. The sparkling and heart-fluttering romance by Christina Forrest. The cover of the book, it says, "Love was closer than they knew." Again, I'm here for a little romance novel. This has 4.5 stars again on the app, the Books app. So I'm interested in reading that too. I'm a sucker for love, so I really enjoy reading these romance novels as long as they're not like super cheesy or predictable. So I'm kind of here for that. I also have Love Song for Ricki Wilde. I feel like this was also talked about last year. But this is also by the same author of the book that I'm currently trying to finish. This is by Tia Williams. This one has 4.5 stars. It says, get ready to luxuriate in an utterly magical romance. Headstrong Ricki Wilde does not want to follow her Atlanta family into the funeral business, so she follows her dreams, moving to Harlem to run a quirky flower shop and surrounding herself with chosen family instead of the disappointed clan she left back in Georgia. Things heat up when she meets Ezra, a jazz musician who gets Ricki feeling all sorts of tingly. There's something strange about Ezra. What's strange about Ezra? So this is also on my list, but it is by the same author of the book that I'm currently reading, 7 Days in June. So I'm hoping it doesn't have such a slow start like 7 Days in June, but it is also on my list. The very last book is a book that I'm actually currently reading as well, but this is a book that you read 1 page a day. I actually found out about this book from Rihanna's best friend. Yes, the Rihanna Bad Gallery Robin, her best friend Melissa. She would often post pages from this book last year and even the year before. And I told myself this year I wanted to just go deeper into my spirituality and praying. This book is called New Day, New You by Joyce Meyer. I was actually going to purchase it and get the physical copy, but I was like, again, I could just access this on my phone, on my iPad, because the apps are on both of these devices. Because honestly, I just don't have the space for anything else right now in my room. So this book has 366 devotions for enjoying everyday life. It usually starts with a script from the Bible, and then she kind of breaks down what the script means to her, and then you can then internalize it to have it mean whatever you need it to mean for you. But I've been really enjoying the book. Every single day before I get on social media to check who commented on something or to see how like my TikTok may be doing, I actually go on this app. So I make it my intent to open this before I do anything else. After opening my eyes in the morning, before like brushing my teeth or getting out of bed, this is what I go to. So I'm trying to start my day with this book. So I've been really enjoying this book. This is something that you can read on an everyday basis, and by the end of the year you would have finished it because it has 366. She even gave you an extra one, devotional. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'll have this book linked down below in addition to all the other ones that I mentioned today. I've been really enjoying Joyce's book, New Day, New You. It really starts my day off positively. Sometimes that can be tough depending on how the night before went, but this really allows you to like take the time out of your day in the morning to determine how you want to go into the day, and sometimes that's all you need in the morning to have a positive or a negative day. That is the last book on my list. I don't know how many we cover today, but my goal is really and truly to read at least 8 books. In the past, I've had goals for 12. I've had goals to read 10 books, but I'm being realistic with myself. I'm also in school right now, so I'm reading actual textbooks about my major. So I have to be realistic. I know that I won't have as much time to really like knock these things off the list in addition to other things that are going on in my life, but I want to allocate the time every single day to reading. 8 books is my goal for the year. Let me know how many you guys have on your list. I know people that are reading like 85 books in a year. Kudos to y'all. I don't know how y'all do it. Kudos to you guys, but this is something that I want to make sure that I'm actually being intentional about and taking the time out of my day to ensure that I'm reading something, that I'm educating myself about something, that I'm enlightening myself about something, that I'm cracking up about something, and I'm finding relatable stories about individuals because I'm reading. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'm sticking to the plan. Pinky promise. We're reading this many books this year. Okay, good. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, and shout outs to one of my subscribers for actually sharing this video idea with me. I believe it was Morgan. She actually mentioned that she found my channel because of my previous book list. So it's only right that I brought you guys an updated book list, books that I would like to read in this new year. So again, I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. Comment down below and let me know what books you are reading, or what book you currently finished, or what book is next on your list. If there are any books that you think I would be interested in, definitely comment them down below as well, and I'll take a look at them. If you're new here, I hope you decide to subscribe and join the Stush gang down below. Be sure to also follow me on my other socials at the Stush Live. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all later.